Hey guys, and welcome! My name is Darenk, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about plugins in Lord of Rings Online. So we're gonna talk about where you can get them, how to install them, and then some of my favorites. And there are a lot more that I don't know about, and there are probably a lot of cool ones. So if you know a cool plugin, just write in the comments and let us know. So first of all, where can you get those plugins? You can go to the Lord of Rings forum. And if you go to Community and Social, there's a little tab called User Interface in Lua Scripting. And here you can find some of the plugins that are there. You can go to Plugins, Requests, you can check out all these tabs. Now they're probably not the best place to get them personally, I think. As you can see, it's only one page. There's a lot of pages here, and you might want to go through all of them. So I personally go to this little page called lotrointerface.com. Sorry, I have a little cold here. And here you have a lot of plugins all together, including a favorites list, so you can see what is most downloaded. And also you have a nice, if you click here on downloads, you have a nice setup where you can look, Lotro standalone plugins, you can extras, crafting, raining instances, etc., etc. So you can go through all of these and try to find the add-on that you want, even for Dungeons and Dragons Online. For example, you want something for raiding and instances. You go in here, you get Formation Assistant 2. I have no idea what that is. Oh my god, that doesn't look good. Raid Assistant, I used to use that. For example, so it will explain to you what it is. Now, always keep in mind, if you download something, those are all user-made, so they could cause trouble, they could cause lag, crash your game, and you're downloading something from the internet, so always be careful. But here, Raid Assistant, for example, I mean, you don't really need to roll anymore. Used to be important loot history. You can see when it was updated, so it hasn't been updated in 2 years because nobody uses this anymore with the changes in Lotro. But let's say, for example, you want to use it. What you do is you download it, save the file, and then you need to install it, and it's really easy. You go to your documents, Lord of Rings Online, and you just put it in here. You can see I already downloaded a few things today. Put it in here. Those are it's just zip files. Where's the Reader Assistant? Right here. Just extract here. And this is all you have to do. This is how you install it. Then you jump back into the game. You go right here, the system, plugin manager. Now those are the ones that are already installed, but you don't see the Raider Assistant here, right? So what you have to do is you have to click refresh here. And voila, you see Raid Assistant. That's all you have to do. You don't have to restart the game. Just really, really nice and cool. So let's say we want to load this. So all you have to do is click load. Now we have the Raid Assistant over here. You can do rolls. Let's say I do a /roll. Oh, will only work with commands. So it would record the roll. You have a loot history and stuff like that. You can do shouts. As I said, this is more something for raids. But it's easy. This is how easy it is to install these things. So let's talk about some that I like a lot and I would recommend to players. If you're a really new player, this is definitely what I recommend to everybody. It's combat analysis. Takes a little second to load. And so what it does is records your damage. You can move around nice and easy. Records your damage, records how much damage you take. Let's find something to fight. So if we go in here, it will give us our damage, will give us our DPS. It will tell how much damage we take how much critical hits we do, devastate. and stuff like that. And this will help you tweak your character. You know, if you see, oh my god, my crit rate is only 12.2%, I need to change that. You know, you can change that. Need to deactivate here that rate thing. I forgot to unload that. So I really love this. If you change like, you know, little things with your weapons, you can see the difference really quick. Or if you change the skill, you see the differences. You can look at how much damage you take or how much healing you do. So this is really useful to just track your character, improve your character, and tweak little things. You can click on here, you can see which skills do what damage, and then, you know, my exaltation of battle did 21% of my total damage, for example. Really cool. If you right click, you can go back, and if you left click, you go in here, etc. etc. The same with taking damage. Oh my god, what did I do here? I didn't mean to undo this. Let's put this back in here. I can see healing. You know, I can see what kind of healing I did, which skills were the best to heal, etc. etc. As it. Just a nice little skill. Trying to figure out how you can play the most effective plugin. Definitely one of my favorites. Let's unload all of them. Let's talk. If you're a hunter or a ward, I just found this earlier. Travel might be useful. What it does, it takes all your travel skills, puts them in a nice little thing. And the really cool thing is, it's not up to date. I don't know if it will be, but you can right click here. You can open the area map, and then it will show you. You know, I want to go to Erdolene. Click. This is really cool. But as I said, it's not up to date. So, you know, we can go to Moria, but it doesn't have Isengard, it doesn't have Gondor in here and stuff. So not perfect, but still pretty cool. I like that. Stack Hulk is unfortunately out of date as well. It was really cool to, like, you know, what will happen if I add, you know, 100 agility. So you could add 100 agility, but unfortunately it doesn't work anymore. So it doesn't really, it's out of date. Hopefully they will update this here really soon. Let's talk about buff bars. No, Busy Bee. Let's talk about Busy Bee first. So Busy Bee is really useful if you are a low level character. It's not up to date either, but it will basically track all the task items that you have for 1 to 50. So you can look in all these areas. Let's say you're in the Lonelands, and you want to see Oscar of what task items you need. You can click on here. It will tell you all the task items, what reputation you get, and how many you have of those. Really cool. Again, unfortunately, out of date. It doesn't have the new stuff as far as I can tell. But if you're level 1 to 50, this might be something you want to look at, and you have trouble keeping track of task items. Let's talk about buff bars. So buff bars, a lot of people use buff bars. I use it on my Warden because it tracks changes. So the Warden is very important. Yep, buff myself a lot. So for example, I use my shield buff, which gives me block and parry rating for a minute and 10 seconds. Well, in a fight, I will forget when that runs out. So I have the buff bars here, which tell me exactly when this buff will run out. It will tell me here, and it will tell me over here. So now I know exactly when I have to reapply this buff. It will also tell me when I have a debuff on myself. So let's run in here and kill some stuff. You can see, now I know I have a poison here. I can see what poison it is. If you know the game, you know which one this is. This is the one that decreases your attack duration. Well, increases your attack duration. And you can see all these buffs. You might not want some of these. I don't care if, you know, I only care about my buffs. I don't care about this one. Let's say you don't care about that poison. You can right click on here and blacklist it, and then you won't see it anymore. So now if I get that buff again, I won't see it because, you know, I don't care about it, for example. You can see my sheet mastery is running out in 5 seconds, so let's reapply this. Boom, 2 seconds to spare. Perfect. Keeping my buff up. That's what you want to do as a good tank, right? You want to keep your buffs up. And so this will help you be more effective and help you keep track of your skills. Useful for a captain as well, etc. It comes with a bunch of options, so you can play around quite a bit. It has even different languages. You can play around a lot with this. Pretty cool. You know, you can put quick slots in if you want to. You can change your windows. There's a lot you can do. Backsliders. You can unblacklist the skills that I blacklisted already. There's a lot you can do with this. You can spend a lot of time with this. It's pretty cool. Very helpful. Alright, next one will be to talk about Palantir. So Palantir a lot of people use because it helps you watch your hit points. So what it does is it will put your hit points and morale here on these sides. And again, there's a lot of options. I didn't mean to unload it. Okay, maybe the options are not in here. Let's find something to fight real quick. So as I said, you will see your morale and your power. So it's easy to see when your morale is low, basically. So you won't die because you didn't look up here and your morale was low. Also, it will tell you if you have a poison here, for example. And then you can put your poison pots in here, and you can just click on there, and you use your potion now. It will tell you, if you have a wound, a fear, and a disease as well. So that is kind of cool as well. You can see I have 80% power left, I'm still 100% morale. Some people like it. I think it makes my screen too busy. So I personally do not use it, I just look up there. But I can see why people like it. Kill this guy here real quick. I should have done it on my champ. Just to kill stuff faster. And then you can move these bars around to where exactly you want them. Depending what zoom level you normally play at. I really don't know why I don't see the options here right now. Oh, there. Ha, I was just hiding. So we can, put them further away. We can make them closer together. Make them invisible, basically, or make them really, really bright. Whatever you want. You can put this down or up. You can change a lot here. Change the color. Maybe make this red if you want to, because you use the health potions out of Diablo. Again, for me, personally, it makes the screen too busy, but some people might like this. You can make them disappear out of combat. Yeah, so if you think that's a cool idea and you want to see your hit points all the time, Palantir will do that. Titan Bar is one of the cooler ones. It will track everything you have, basically. So, there's a few cool things. It will show you the time. It will show you where you are normally. Now I'm in an instance, so it won't work. But before that, I was in Western Gondor. It will show your class, and if you hover over this, it will show all your stats. I don't know why some of the stuff is red. I don't know. But it will show you your stats. It will show you how much money you have, how much you earned in this session since you loaded this, and overall show your destiny points, your shards. You can track more stuff. For example, I can say I want to track my marks on the Titan bar and save it, and then I have my marks over here, and I can just left click on this and move it over here, for example. Now I want to my seals, for example. You just right click it, show on Titan bar, save, and now we'll track my seals as well. Etc. Whatever you want, you can track basically. It will show you how much back space you have. So 77 out of 120 stick, and then it will show me what. You know, it can show you renown, you can track specific items, you can track your vault, you can track your reputation, etc, etc, etc. There's a lot you can do. It's pretty cool. You can, as in French and German. As I said, there's again a lot you can. I don't know what this is. Just a font, different fonts. You can change the height of it, make it bigger, smaller. You know, just a lot of versatility. Just makes it easier to track specific items. Oh my god, that font is awful. I probably don't want to have this font. Where did I change that? I think I had more options, right? Yeah, it was bad. I think we were. Yeah, this is a much better font. So yeah, it can help you, you know, keep track of specific stuff. It's neat. I like it, but again, I like a nice and clean screen, so I normally don't use it. But if you look for something like this, this will definitely help you. Okay, and let's talk about Bevio bars, which is a little bit more complicated. You can sink a lot of time into this, but if you set this up correctly, it can be really, really cool and really powerful. Oops, right here. Oh, I already have to. I'm not really that familiar with this one. Show all bars. Right, for example, first of all, you can basically create a bunch of quick sort bars that you can put everywhere. And then you can move them with the normal move command. You can, let's say, move this over here. Now, what you can do here, you can lock it, you can add an extra bar, you can select different skins. Woohoo! I mean, why not? Just make your screen more beautiful. But what you can do is, like, let's say you're debuffed by a wound. So what now? Now we can put in anti-wound potion. Is this the right one? Whatever, it's a disease potion. But what will happen now? Well, actually, we are in here. Let's do debuff by a poison, because we will be debuffed by poisons a lot. What you can tell this bar basically is, if I'm debuffed by poison, show up with my potion. And then this bar will show up. Now here's where it gets complicated. Look at this. It's not the best, it's not really nice and clear cut here, but there's so many options. You can change so much in here. How it fades. You know, how many pop-up bars you have. So much you can change. Debuff options, we did change it to poisons. I don't even know what this is. There's a lot I don't know. Well, I set it up, for example, over here that when my power goes below 99% or 95%, this will show up. So let's go in our options again. Click on show all bars again. Now they will disappear. But or you can do /BB. So there's a lot. I mean, I'm not an expert in this. Let's, for example, use some power. Or did I set it up wrong? Let's find a guy that put on poisons here. I must have set up the potions wrong. See, I got a poison, so now my buff bar showed up with my disease part right now. It should be a poison one. So you can set up like one for poison, one for disease, one for fear, and then as soon as that will happen, it will show up. So that can be really, really cool and useful if you forget about these things and you don't want to. Or if you do specific raids where you really need to be at the top. Let's see if I can get that potion thing set up correctly. As I said, this is rather complicated. Okay, so I want you... Oh, morale below 90%. I want you to show up if my power is below 90%. So now, if my power is below 90% and I'm in combat, that bar should show up. Or not. Or my poison one showed up again. I don't know why it doesn't show up for the power one. Do you ever happen if you want to show something and then it doesn't work? But this is what I mean. So this is more advanced if you you basically need some time to work yourself into this this one. But if you do, you can do a lot of cool things. Say if my morale drops below 20%. I don't know why this one showed up now. Something will show up and I will click my potion real quick. Stuff like that. So my poison disappeared, so this disappeared. So yeah, pretty powerful. You can do a lot with this one. I don't use it because it's very complicated. But if you're looking for something to do that, you can definitely do it. Alright guys, so this is all I want to talk about plugins. Leave me any comments if you think I forgot some cool plugins. Let me know what you guys use. And then, well, I hope I helped you, see a few useful and cool plugins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.